December 2024 is here. What a year this has been. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Pliyo, and today I want to talk about my personal wishlist recommendation. What are the best weapons to add to our wishlist and why? So I'm going to give you my tips. And keep in mind that this list is based on generic recommendations that will work in any element. So these weapons are aimed for the second row, like those three slots that we have on the back. This is where you will put these weapons. And it's really important that you build a really good second row because that can work in any scenario. Your primary and secondary are there for the C ability. These ones are here for the stats and the R abilities. So, having said that, my personal favorite is, at this moment, Ceremonial Sword, because it's from Sack and it has 660 physical attack, which is really high. R ability, 46 physical attack and 39 physical ability potency. So it's like a well-rounded weapon. And think about your brands, your high wind, and other physical attack to all party weapons that you might have. So this higher your base stat is, the higher you're gonna go. That's why I like this one, because you already start really high and it has decent R abilities. My second favorite is Ultimatic from Glenn, because it has 660 physical attack and then 62 attack. Now, attack is not physical, it's physical and magical. So this one is really good once you have a strong primary and secondary, and then maybe you have Ceremonial Sword on the first slot out of 3, and then Ultimatic comes on the second slot, and then the third one you use for like some elemental potency or something around those lines. That's why I like this one that also comes with 39 physical ability potency, so really good. Then T03 is one of the newer ones, and it's also seriously one of my favorite. It's from Vincent, so that adds value for me. But look at this, the stats, 633, quite high, and 62 physical attack. This could change your build completely. This could give you 1 or 2 levels more to your physical attack. So the idea is to get to level 7 or maybe get to level 6 and then find physical ability potency level 7, maybe some elemental damage, and so on and so forth. So this can really help you build around so much physical attack. That's why this is really good. After that, Great Sword A, also one of the newer ones from Angel, 624, 31 physical attack, and 52 physical ability potency. Similar to what happens when we bring a 62 physical attack. 52 is also extremely high, and this can help you really level a few levels of your physical ability potency. Really good. Enemy Launcher from Barret, Killer Hornet, Heavy Hauser. These 3 are the OG ones, and I think you might know them already, but Enemy Launcher also attack, so more for the last percentage of damage once you have completed your physical attack. Killer Hornet, very similar to Ceremonial Sword. The only thing is that it has a bit less base attack. Having said that, think about your account. Get to know your account. Which one is closer to get to OB6 or OB10? It's quite likely better to max one weapon before going and starting one completely new from scratch. So think about that as well. This is just generic recommendations. Heavy Hauser, Barret, 604, 46 attack, 39 ability potency. So this is my list. You can take a screenshot. Now, if you are like a visual learner, Ceremonial Sword, Ultimatic, and then lastly T03, the 426, Great Sword A, Enemy Launcher, Killer Hornet. Now, if we add even more data to the mix, I brought this graph here because, as you can see, there is no weapon that is actually the best. It all depends on the scenario. Some weapons like Ceremonial Sword or Ultimatic, they will be really high on the base stat, but then they will not be so high on the first attribute. T03, for example, is the best one on the first attribute, the physical attack, but then on the second one, it's lacking. So it's a triangle. You need to choose what is best for you. In terms of utility or the meta. I brought this list because I want to do this special mention. Type 90 Longsword from Angel, 643 physical attack. This is fantastic. 62 physical defense. Lately, bringing physical defense and or magical defense is becoming a necessity. We need that to survive. So this weapon, just with a single weapon, you have 62 points. This is insane. So much value here. And the second ability, 26 physical ability potency, is fantastic to give you a bit extra damage. So really good. Mad Minute is one of the OG ones, 31 HP and 52 physical ability potency. So 52 is really, really high. The only thing about HP is that lately it's not that valuable. You can have as much HP as you want, but if you don't have physical defense, you are down. Arctic Star, Shinra Greatsword, and Wind Slash. These three are here because buff and debuff extension. They have similar stats, and buff and debuff extension is becoming more and more important, especially because roll compression is happening more and more often. So think about the weapons that we have seen in the crossover. For example, Cloud Weapon that is increasing his fire, ice, thunder. There are other weapons like Ceremonial Sword that will increase your physical attack. In those cases, you want to apply your self-buff once and then continue doing damage. Sometimes it might be that you are applying a debuff and then you continue doing damage. So more and more we are seeing that having options around at least one weapon that will give you some attack and some buff and debuff extension could really make a difference, because at the end of the day you will be saving ADB by not needing to reapply the attacks. Some honorable mentions here. These 5 weapons are here because of the elemental potency, but not only that, these also bring 62 physical attack. So Pressure Ridge, Radiant Edge, Bald Eagle, or Motor Drive, depending on the element that you are looking for. We can see that Ice is getting way more love than the other elements when it comes to physical. They bring 62 physical attack, and honestly, is a game changer as we have been discussing. Marine Shooter is very special because it's the only one that has boost physical ability potency at the beginning, and then it boosts fire potency. Really special. Speaking of something special, don't forget that Heavy Hauser brings ability potency, so that's different. This is like even more focus on edge cases when you have already maxed out your physical attack level 7, physical ability potency level 7, and so on and so forth. Moving on into healing, I believe you also need to add at least one weapon for healing. My personal favorite is Centipede because Matt is an extremely good healer, although hands down Aerith is the top healer in this day and age. But he used to be on the other spot. Centipede is really good because it has 62 heal and buff and debuff extension, and also it has really high base stat. Silver Collar is also really good, 62. Marching Horn also really good, 62. They share the same R abilities, so I will consider starting from the one that has the highest stat and then moving to the next. Pilot Collar, what am I saying? Pilot Collar, 324, 46 heal and 39. It has more buff and debuff extension, so this is good if you ever need a second healer, a support unit, something along those lines. Lastly, Stick is one of the OGs. It's still useful, but Limit Break is not really matching with the idea of healing. But, maybe you have 9 copies and you are just missing one more for the OB10. In terms of utility, don't sleep on Bramble Spine because it has heal and magical defense. As we are saying, magical defense and physical defense are lately so important. And also maybe you will need also some elemental resistance, but for that you have the summon quests and so on and so forth. So these are the top 3: Centipede, Silver Collar, and Marching Horn. Okay? In terms of magical DPS, here we go. Now we enter the realm of Vincent, Sephiroth, Kite, and so on and so forth. So, the best weapons for your wish list. First one could be Hagin and Munin because it has 684 magical attack, 62 magical attack, and 26 magical ability potency. This is like a freak of nature. It's the highest base stat for magic attack and 62 magic attack is fantastic. Flower base is also really good from Kite Seed. Even though it doesn't have as much base attack, you might reach higher levels with brands. It also has 62 magic attack and 39 magic ability potency, so it's super well rounded. Electro Cannon, fantastic, even as a primary weapon. 664, 46 magic attack, 52 magic ability potency. Double Steam E from Vincent, 655, 31 magic attack, 52 magic ability potency. So off, 540, 31 attack. It's not magic attack, it's attack, and 52 magic ability potency. So Crystal Megaphone and So Off are very similar in terms of value. They will help you in those edge cases when you have already maxed out your magic attack and magic ability potency. But yeah, this is the visual representation: Hugging, Mooning, Flower Base, Electro Cannon, the Double Steam, So Off, and Crystal Megaphone. And as you can see, similar to what happens in the physical attack category, well, apart from the So Off and Flower Base that are a bit slacking in terms of base stuff, the top three are, interchanging options. Like, well, here Hugging and Mooning is top in 2 categories, and this is like something really unique. Top in 2 categories. Electro Cannon, close to be top, is top in 2 categories as well, because it's Electro Cannon is top in it's really high. Not the best one on magic attack, but 52 magic ability potency makes it being the highest in the R ability, with the other ones that are also the highest. So very, very good weapon. In terms of the meta, like bringing utility, Spear Appear Next G is a classic one from Matt that brings 31 magic defense and 52 magic ability potency. Power Soul, another classic one from Tifa, 46 HP, 39 magic ability potency. Mithril Type 0 Katana from Sephiroth, similar to what Tifa is bringing with Power Soul. It's just like the base stat is way lower, unfortunately. Cheerion from Vincent, 583, 46 magic attack, 39 buff and debuff extension. So from these 5, probably the ones that you're going to be using the most, either SP Rapier Next G or Chiron. Sometimes you need to play a bit with your HP because the boss will attack the one with the highest SP or the one with the lowest HP. But lately, I'm seeing that Citric Wand or Chiron are so useful because of this buff and debuff extension, especially like in magic elements. It happens the same with physical. They might be applying some debuff. They might be a buff in your party, so you want those buffs to last as much as possible. Now, some honorable mentions. This is for the freaks of nature. Snowflake and CC Alloy Greatsword from Angeal, one of the newer ones, has 62 magic attack. And look at this. CC Alloy has quite high base stat as well. And Rose Musket is also quite unique because it has 46 magic ability potency and 39 fire potency. So only for fire potency, but it has very good magic ability potency and base stat. Now, in terms of sustain, like this is like fully focused on survival. Type 90 Longsword, I said that before. 62 physical defense. This is huge. Gargantua Monolith as well. 52 magical defense and also HP. These two are hands down weapons that can really change your fight. They can really give you the upper hand. And of course, even better, if you have Angel, you could also use them as primary and secondary, depending on the situation. Shaker Slayer, 31 HP and 52 buff and debuff extension, huge value. Type 91, 200, 46 HP, 39 ability potency. Ability potency is always good to have, extra damage. And Stalwart Integrity from Angeal, again, 62 HP, 26 buff and debuff extension. So you can clearly see that Angeal, for newer players or for people returning to the game, could add a lot of value into your account. If you pull on, let's say, one weapon like Type 90, and then maybe one of his weapons that also do physical attack, like, for example, Greatsword A. So by putting on 2 of his weapons, you have 2 slots. Then the third one could be, let's say, maybe Ultimatic or Ceremonial Sword. Fourth one could be something for healing, like centipede, and then the last one, whatever you need, right? So just giving you some ideas of how you can build your wish list so that it's as efficient as possible. This is the famous Type 90. And this is it for today. These are the best weapons for me that I want to recommend you in December 2024. What do you think? Am I missing any weapon that should be here? Did I have any typos with the number? Am I bringing inaccurate information? Please, let's continue discussing in the comments so that we can learn from each other. Granted, I didn't add guild battle weapons or half anniversary limited weapons because you cannot add them to the wishlist. That's the reason. But you need to think that maybe they will play a key role, so they will be already there in your units. Nevertheless, when you summon, and especially like now we have December coming up, you need to select something. So these are my recommendations. And because December is coming up, I will just finish the video saying, let's not forget that Seed is dropping in January. So watch out, because December is going to bring plenty of bait banners that are going to be really tempting, but then Seed is going to come, and every time that we have seen new units, they come with game-changing mechanics. Reprieve, Veil, and Provoke. I don't know what Seed is going to come. I hope it's Jump. I hope it's some sort of like he dodges damage because he's flying. I hope. I haven't seen anything. We haven't seen anything. We don't know. It's just guessing. It's just theory crafting. But all I want to say is like, save your blue crystals and your money. Watch out. And with that, I hope that you're having a fantastic day. All the good luck in December. My name is Pliyo. Until next time, if you like this type of content, please consider throwing a like and subscribe to the channel. Until the next. Cheers. Bye bye.